Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel, and we are so happy you're here. This is episode 114. You know what I want to do to your mustache? 214.
Anyway, what? What do you want to do to my mustache?
I want to curl the ends.
Maybe if I
I can so do it.
Yeah, I know. If I shave the bottom part, I'll do it and just leave the mustache.
That'll be iconic. You should do it.
Yeah. Thank you all for coming. This is episode 214.
I just said that.
All right. So just want to say that if you guys do like, subscribe, and comment on our stuff, we appreciate it, and we would like you to jump over to our vlog channel to subscribe there as well.
Help
all right.
us.
Well, today we're going to do a video called American vs. British Public Schools. And this is by John Scully. I'll put the original in the description. All right, let's see the differences.
Well, don't they all have to wear uniforms?
Mr. Bell a bellend
I think
and
so.
a pervert?
Yeah. No, you are. Yeah. What's this? Oh, I'm going out. Interventions. I think WTF. Miss, can I just tell you? I'm sorry to hear that your grandma passed away. I actually am that. Obviously, I'm gonna be upset about Dana, yeah.
No, miss. Fuck is this?
How dare you speak to me like that? Turn around!
Come here. Come here. Come here. Come here.
Oh, this is the intro.
Yeah,
I was like,
it's
is this the whole
I know.
video? Holy shit.
Come here now. Get out.
Suck your mom.
But what the hell, boy?
Oh my goodness.
Man, it's funny. I remember when I was in elementary. I don't know if it was middle school or elementary school, whatever. I wore some shoes and this one bully.
Oh, you said him on
I had
fire.
new shoes and he just came and stepped on them to make them dirty.
Maybe he was helping you.
I don't think he was helping me.
Alexa Chung always said that.
But it's okay. That
having
that kid got
comfy
his
and clean
karma.
shoes.
Everyone hated him like a year later. So, all right.
To be honest, if we're talking about public schools, British schools and American schools are quite similar, but different, if you get what I mean. The law is quite similar, and the types of students and teachers and the things that be going on in school are quite similar. But some of you students in the US get confused with the differences, as there are some key differences from each territory. One difference is the grading system. The Brit and American grading system can be a bit confusing. So allow me to briefly explain what it is. So your school journey starts at the age of 3, and at age 3 to 4 you go to nursery in both the US and the UK. Age 4 to 5 in the US you go to preschool, but in the UK you go to reception. Yes, why the fuck would us Brits call preschool reception? But that shit ain't my fault. Go ask the motherfucker that invented it. Anyways, age 5 to 6 you're at kindergarten, but in the UK you're in year 1. So from year 1 to year 6, you feel it's primary school in the UK. However, in the US, from 1st grade to 5th grade,
You guys don't have
you finish
kindergarten?
elementary or primary school. And
Yeah, I do think they graduate like a year earlier to go to uni. You like that? Uni? That's what they say for college. All right.
you might be asking, why don't we have both UK and US grading systems in the same years? Why is the UK a grade above? Because instead of your US motherfuckers naming age 5 to 6 1st grade, y'all really decided to name it kindergarten. Like, why? Makes no sense. Anyways, after you finish primary school, in the
Well, if you watch our last video, you would
I
know
know.
because the Germans. I'm kidding. Apparently that's a German word. Kindergarten.
That's funny.
US, you start middle school and you're in 6th grade at this time. Then you finish middle school after 8th grade. After that, you start high school in 9th grade or freshman year and finish and graduate high school after the 12th grade or senior year. Then if you want to go to college, you use your GPA or you take the SAT. To briefly explain what a GPA and SAT are for my audience not from the US, a GPA means grade point average. It can be calculated on a yearly basis or for your whole course as a whole. All your assignments, tests, work you've done is all added up and calculated throughout the year to get a grade point. And the SAT is a test or an exam taken to go to college, pretty much.
Why do you say for, like, we don't do this here? We know what a grade point average is. We know what SATs are.
Maybe they don't do it there.
He said for my American people.
I think he meant like for his American people watching that this is what they do. So like,
That's what we do too.
yeah, I don't know. Let's just see.
Get it? Capiche. Obrigado. In the UK, you start secondary school in year 7 and you finish secondary school
my bad.
all the way up to year 11. Yes, I don't know why we call it years, but if I'm being honest, I'd rather call it years than grade. Why would you call it grade? Why would you call a whole thing that you mark your test with?
Sorry. So you guys have secondary school, which is what we would call middle school.
I believe so. Yeah, all the way up to year 11, which is like the.
So from 7th grade to graduation,
Mm-hmm.
it's just secondary.
I guess so. Yeah.
I think I have heard of that. We have elementary, middle, and then high school.
Yeah.
A whole year. Just call it year. Stop calling it grade. That's some bozo ass shit. But anyways, in year 11, you take your final exam you've been preparing for since year 7. That's almost 4 years. These exams are called GCSEs or IGCSEs. After you finish that, you go to further education for the course you have chosen to do in year 11. For example, courses like history,
That's crazy.
art, languages, religious studies, computer science, whatever. Further education in the UK is called sixth form or college, and you're in year 12 and 13 or junior and senior years there. Then you finish
Sixth
school
form.
and choose wherever you want to go to higher education, like university or not. In the UK, we have half terms or calendar terms.
Wait,
and
I kind
in
of
the-
like that. I kind of like that.
That's interesting. Yeah.
Like you have a good year to figure out what your interests
Yeah,
are,
yeah.
and then you kind of pursue it for a couple years before you move on to college.
Yeah. That's smarter. It seems like
And I feel like it wastes less time in the long run.
because you find out what you want to do. Yeah.
US, they call them terms semesters. Now, when you guys watch another school video, you won't be confused if a UK YouTuber or US YouTuber is talking about it. And you will know exactly what they're talking about in proportion to the countries. Get it? Thank me later. Anyways, we're going to be talking about middle and high school and secondary school in particular. The students in the US have the freedom to wear their own clothes. However, in the UK, we have to wear school uniforms. And hell, school uniforms are taken very seriously over here in the UK. If you miss any school uniform, like your blazer, don't button up your high collar, loose tie, sag your trousers, or bring anything that's not like school shoes, prepare to get crucified by the teacher. And to be honest, I'm not even mad that you can't even wear your own clothes in English schools, because it's a hassle to choose the best clothes, and you don't want to be the guy that is known for wearing the same clothes over and over again. That's just long. Plus, my closet is so mid, so I would rather wear a school uniform. It's easy to pick out and wear, and no one can judge you because they are wearing the same thing. It's a win-win. It's cool that some of you are coming wearing your own clothes, but
Honestly,
I like that.
as annoying as it seems like initially to be like, oh, you know, they have to wear a uniform, it does make it easier than having to pick out what you're going to wear every day.
Yeah, you went to... So the only people that wear uniforms generally here are private school.
Yeah. I went to a private school for a little bit, and then I switched to public school, yeah.
Yeah, I was in public school my whole life. The only like other side to that was one of my years of junior high, 7th grade. The school we went to was considered public, but we still had to wear a uniform. So, but it wasn't super strict. It was just like a general t-shirt and pants that were neutral colors, and then it had like our school logo.
I feel like I've seen some that do that.
Yeah, and then you can get your parents to sign a paper to like opt you out of it for whatever fucking reason.
Huh.
So my sister forged my mom's signature, so she got away with not wearing a uniform, and then I had to wear it because I was a kiss ass. Okay.
That's hilarious.
why some of you guys wear the most silliest garbage to school. Like, motherfuckers be wearing pajamas, skirts, maid outfits, suits with shorts or some shit. And the emo girls and the city girls are literally a different story. I can't even lie to you. That's for a whole nother video. And the shoes y'all be wearing should be a sin in the 10 Commandments or some shit. Like, how y'all unironically go into your closets, pick and wear some trash and think it was a good idea to go to school? Like, y'all definitely need your parents to start dressing
That's
y'all
exactly
again.
what people wear now.
But these are some of the people in the stretch. Obviously, some of y'all kind of dress relatively well. In the UK, if some motherfuckers misbehaving or straight up being a menace in class or outside of class, there are levels to the punishment depending on their offense. Level 1, you get a warning. Level 2, they scream their lungs out of you. Level 3, you get a detention. Level 4, you get something called isolation. The real rebels and the menaces that have no regard to life go
isolation. So they call it ISS. That's what it is.
I thought it was just detention.
Have you ever had the It's isolated in school suspension or just in school suspension.
No, I've had detention once, but I never had isolation. That sounds like jail.
I had ISS a few times.
What did you do?
So what they do is they just put you. They have a little area in the office where you just go sit next to a wall.
How is that productive?
It's so you're alone.
What if you want to be alone?
So instead of going to your regular classes, you go to that.
Oh,
And
that
you do-
makes total sense. Miss out on your fucking
Class.
work and learning to sit in
No,
a
you still
corner,
do it,
stare
but
at a
you
wall.
just. Well, yeah, I guess you don't really get to do it. Yeah.
What did you do to get that punishment?
I forgot. I
Mm.
caused trouble. Yeah.
What a guy.
Isolation. To briefly explain what isolation is, it's basically a
Isolation.
discipline where you get removed out of class and go to a certain booth room where it's just yourself, your work,
That's
and
fucking
teachers
weird.
watching your
pretty much like
every
that,
move
yeah.
and seeing if you're doing work or not.
Yeah.
Just think of it as in a prison where you're an inmate in your cell and guards are watching what you do. Then the
Like the
final
whole-
level is a suspension. In the US, it's the same thing pretty much. The only difference is that they don't have isolation. You get suspended and excluded depending
They
on the
do.
offense. Apparently, physical punishments are legal
We
in
have
some
detention
states.
here.
That's kind of wild to me. I can't even lie. Like, imagine getting your
What?
ass beat because your dog ate your homework. I thought that only
What?
existed in Africa because me personally, I went to school in Ghana, and if you misbehave in any way, just know that you're in for the whoopings of your life. I ain't gonna care for you, Beth. It's gonna be absolutely long for you. In the UK, school lunches were decent. The canteen at least made somewhat of an effort to make the student meal nice and digestible. Students in the UK would always look forward to a school lunch. Like as soon as the class finished, these motherfuckers would leave the class and sprint straight out of class to the canteen
Hell
just to
yeah.
the canteen line early. Because if you were lost, your food would have run down and you would have to settle for the garbage.
Facts,
like
yeah.
these motherfuckers would sprint to the cafe.
This food I got in school was horrible.
Elementary or high school, which
All of it. All of
Really?
it. Maybe it was my hometown, but it was shit. All of it.
I had good stuff.
California, I guess maybe that's why.
Yeah.
Material with speed on par with Sonic or this motherfucker. In the US, from what I've seen, school lunches is some of the worst foods I've ever seen served to students in
Yeah,
history.
it is.
I mean, look at this. This shouldn't be allowed
That
of
looks
any
disgusting.
sort. Whose idea was it to be serving this garbage?
There's no
If school chefs
way.
are serving this, they must really despise their jobs and despise the students there. Like, what the hell is this? What is it? I can't lie, full sorry for you guys in the US, because if they did this foolishness in the UK, I would personally deport myself back to Africa, because at least they made
Guys, I don't know where he's getting these pictures.
They're probably the Texas school lunch because
That
mine
must
was
be
shit.
like Oklahoma and like a
Texas.
small ass. Your school lunches look like that.
They were horrible.
They were bad.
I
but
w-
did
I
they
literally-
look like
I
that? That looks
literally-
like jail food.
I literally wouldn't eat.
He's skinny.
And then I would go walk to like the
some
nearby
good
store and get
really
like
good meals.
stuff.
Then when you finally finish school after years, been about damn time.
I had good food
in the
in high
US, you graduate high school. There's a ceremony to commemorate the work you did in high school. The seniors will receive their high school diplomas, and the class president will give out a graduation speech. But from what I've seen, some of these speeches are one of the most awkward but funniest pieces of non-fiction I've ever watched. Imagine if the types of students like the depressed kid or the menace kid had a graduation speech. Like, motherfucker, I will pay to watch that shit, man. Motherfuckers did crazy shit in this ceremony, as well as like, how do you have the balls to do this? Graduation also includes gifts, and the best of all, the grad parties. Did y'all ever go to grad parties? Let me know down in the comments down below. Compared to the UK, when we finished year 11, aka 10th grade, and our GCSE, we basically finished secondary school, and we have an assembly of rewards for the students who did their best. Stuff like subjects, good behavior, who did the most work, ECT, and then a final thank you and goodbye. Some wholesome stuff. After the assembly, we celebrate after the school, signing the shirts with boards and pens, writing heartwarming messages like good luck and stuff. Like, I can't even lie, this was one of the most wholesome stuff I've ever done as a celebration of finishing school ever. And of course, the best thing about finishing
My sister did that in her because she went to private school, and when they graduated, they all would sign the white shirts. I remember seeing that.
But they don't have graduation.
That's what it seems like. They just graduate from there. Like it's
So
just
you're
a
telling me you don't have to listen to 700 kids' names get?
no. It seems like
said
they just
out
have a little.
loud?
They have a little celebration for everyone.
That sounds so much better.
It does.
We sign
secondary
yearbooks
school
here
was
though.
prom. Prom was definitely my favorite part of finishing it. The party happened at night. The parties were like raves. The DJs were playing classic house songs. Everyone ate and danced. It was too late. Unfortunately, I did not have a prom date, but I still took these cold photos of the girls. Oh, I'm just that guy, G. Too much riz. You know that overall, which one is better, American high school or British high school? I will answer this with no bias, and we'll be
That's fucking
choosing
funny.
which one is better based on 5 different categories: overall enjoyment, education, food, the students, and the teachers. In terms of the food, the UK wins by 1 point because I don't have to repeat myself again with how low effort and straight out garbage the food is in an American high school. Now, over enjoyment, I've not.
He's not
been to
wrong.
an
I don't know where
American
he's
high
getting
school
that
before, so I
fit.
can't really speak on that. So I'll give 1 point to both schools. For the education system, we all have to agree that UK schools are better. Most of you are in the US, therefore know damn well you don't pay attention to those boring ass classes. In the UK, they at least make them somewhat engaging.
That's
in terms
exactly
of the
how I
people,
felt.
therefore 1 point to the American high schools.
Aw.
I don't need to go to the US to know that people in American high schools are very vibrant and social, and they just have way more character to them. Motherfuckers in the UK are just mid, including myself. I was the most quiet and the most boring yes man in my school. I didn't speak unless I was spoken to, and I just did what my teachers told me to do.
That
I
was me.
literally just the biggest NPC. The only thing that was interesting about me was that
That
I was
was
just
me.
naturally goofy, and I looked like celebrities like Lil Nas X or footballers like Bukayo Saka or Samuel Titi. That's what everyone told me. But I digress. Teachers in UK schools are very strict as they care about your education. But obviously, not all of them care about your education. And I do not know how the teachers are in an American school, so I will give 1 point to both schools for the teachers. So British schools have the most points overall, so pretty much British high school wins. No biasness, just the facts. So let me know if you want me to do a part 2 of this video. I appreciate if you like and subscribe to the channel. Other than that, have a good day, love.
Listen,
right.
he forgot to say that at least we don't have to wear uniforms here. You can use it to express yourself and like kind of find your people that way, but then you can also have that pressure of trying to fit in and conforming and getting made fun of if you have interests that the cool kids don't have.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean,
But then it is easier just to pick up the same
Yeah,
fucking
that way
copy
you
and
don't-
repeat outfit. Yeah.
100%. No, I think he did a good job on the video. It was pretty funny the way he puts everything together.
It was funny.
Yeah, it was funny. All right. If you like
I
that
get
video,
anxiety,
guys,
though.
like and subscribe. Leave in the comments below what you think is better. If you've ever...
I promise our food is not that bad. I wouldn't say it's the best food. It is not as bad as those pictures. At least from my experience. Brian says his is pretty bad though.
My lunch was pretty bad.
What the fuck would you guys eat?
Just like... It was just boring.
I get it. Okay.
There was like... Yeah, it just wasn't good. All right. Anyway. Leave your comments below. Like and subscribe, guys. And jump over to our vlog channel. We appreciate you.
Bye, guys.